Moon Knight, Issue 2, City of the Dead. Let's check it out. Where we last left off, Kal-El was being hunted down by a group calling themselves the Son of the Jackal, and they want to kill this kid. Moon Knight comes out of nowhere and saves this kid's life, but unfortunately it's too late. This kid had faced mortal wounds and need hospital attention. Moon Knight takes this kid to his boy Hunter's Moon, which is a doctor, but unfortunately this kid is dying. The only way to save this kid is Hunter's Moon has to push Moon Knight's soul into the City of the Dead, and he has to go to the City of the Dead to look for this kid's soul. So he goes around beating people up and whatnot, getting information, trying to find out where his kid's soul is in the City of the Dead. He runs into his ex-girlfriend Scarlet Scarab. Unfortunately, this kid's soul is being occupied by some dude calling himself Jackal's Knight, and Jackal's Knight is surrounded by some of Moon Knight's worst enemies and shit. We start the story off with Kal-El and Jackal's Knight, and Kal-El's telling Jackal's Knight that Moon Knight's gonna come for me, he's gonna fuck you up, he's not gonna stop, and Jackal's Knight says, yeah, I want the challenge, I want him to come, I want the smoke. We then go to Moon Knight and Scarlet Scarab, and they're pretty much shaking everybody down for information, trying to find Kal-El, and Moon Knight reminisces on the days where him and Layla, aka Scarlet Scarab, were mercenaries before she died, and he's shrouded by her memories. So they end up in a club looking for a dude named Ramsey, and they trying to get information from this guy, so they trying to shake this dude down. This dude's like, I don't understand who you think you are coming up in here, but I got peoples, and my people's gonna put bullet holes in your asses. So shit is crazy right now. Slugs are flying. Moon Knight and Scarlet Scarab are trying to dodge as much bullets as they can so they don't get hit. And then Moon Knight once again sees Dr. Allren, his ex-girlfriend's father. Then Scarlet Scarab is able to alter the reality around her, so she's fucking shit up to throw these guys off balance. So they then end up washing up Ramsey's goons, and then they go after Ramsey, and Ramsey's trying to be a pussy. He tries to dip out of there, then he trips over one of his people's heads. Moon Knight then yokes up Ramsey and asks Ramsey, yo, where's the fucking kid? Ramsey's like, I'm not telling you shit. What can you do? I'm already dead. And Moon Knight is like, I can rip your face off and have you walking around in eternity with no face. So Ramsey eventually spills the beans and leading Moon Knight and Scarlet Scarab to somewhere else. So they're waiting around to see what's going down. And then Moon Knight asks Scarlet Scarab, how'd you get these powers? How'd you become an avatar? And how'd you become this type of person? And then Scarlet Scarab's like, I don't ask you about your identity disorder stuff. I don't ask you why you dress up like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Why do you want to know? Apparently, Layla died from some type of car accident, so when she arrived to the City of the Dead, she thought that she was going to get eaten up by Ammit because she did some crazy shit as a mercenary. The goddess Taweret took her heart, put it on the scale, and judged her, and her heart was perfectly balanced, and the goddess was telling her that you have unfinished business. The goddess then offered Layla a chance to become the guardian of Duat. Layla took it, and then she became the Scarlet Scarab. Then they see some monster looking type of dude, looking suspect, driving a sarcophagus in the warehouse. Moon Knight takes this guy out, and once they open the sarcophagus, they see a kid with a hole in his chest, and somebody took out his heart. When they get inside the warehouse, they'll see a whole bunch of kids in cages. All of them have holes in their chests. Somebody has scavenged all their hearts. Scarlet Scarab is wondering, why would somebody kill a whole bunch of preschoolers and take their hearts? And Moon Knight was saying that this is how people like Ramsey escape judgment. They take these kids' hearts because they know they're innocent, so when it gets weighed on the scale, they're not going to be a snack for Ammit. Moon Knight then proceeds to release these kids out of the cages, and then all of a sudden his rogue gallery jumps out of nowhere and starts tackling him. So Moon Knight is about to get mollywopped, but he tells Layla to get those kids out of here, get them through that portal. She opens up a portal to get them out of there. Then some dude named Mr. Sniper tags her with a net. Moon Knight is then faced against these guys that either he killed or let die, and each one of them has a grudge against him. Each one of them wants to kill him. Moon Knight then asks Layla to help him out. He's getting mopped up out here, and Layla is like, nah son, I can't help you. I saved the kids, but too bad I can't save you. And then she dips out of there. Moon Knight then wakes up after getting fucked up. He's surrounded by his rogue gallery, and Jackal Knight is in front of him, and Jackal Knight is about to make the big reveal to show who he really is. And who he really is Randall, Mark Spector's brother. And Mark Spector let the Punisher kill this dude back in the day, and this dude wants his revenge, and the comic comes to an end. So far, I really am enjoying this series. The second comic was definitely great. They had a lot of Moon Knight lore in there, a lot of Moon Knight's rogue gallery. If you're a Moon Knight fan, you know who half of those people were. And the end, they had Randall Spector or whatever. They had him at the end, and that was crazy. And if you're like a fan of Moon Knight, if you're read any of Moon Knight comics, you know that Randall was killed by the Punisher back in the day. Moon Knight let the Punisher kill his brother, and it was crazy, man. But I am enjoying this series so far. Can't wait for the next issue.
If you like my content, rate, comment, subscribe. Take it easy. Later.